okay? You guys, grab your tea because this is not a drill. The palace gates have officially been thrown wide open, and what's pouring out? Nothing short of royal heartbreak, PR chaos, and the biggest emotional meltdown since Diana's tell-all. Word on the street is that Prince Harry is absolutely shattered. Not just a little heartbroken, completely undone. And the alleged reason? Meghan Markle has reportedly dumped him. Yup, let that sink in. And it wasn't one of those we've grown apart type breakups. Oh no. According to insiders, this was ice cold. We're talking brutal. Meghan reportedly pulled the plug in a way that left Harry absolutely blindsided. And here's the twist. She may have been planning this exit for months behind the scenes. The kind of cold strategy that would make even the royal family blush. Now, before you call this just another tabloid fever dream, let's dig deep because this story, it's got layers. It's not just a split. It's a total emotional implosion. One where Meghan allegedly felt completely suffocated by Harry's obsession. Let's paint the picture. You give up your palace life, fly halfway around the world, you think you're entering freedom, but instead your husband turns into this clingy, hovering shadow. That's exactly what insiders claim Meghan was feeling. Harry constantly up in her space like a sad, lost puppy, and the worst part? He had no idea, zero clue that things were going downhill. Just a few months ago, Harry was publicly gushing about their love, calling out haters, defending Meghan like his life depended on it. He was all in. He genuinely thought their relationship was rock solid. But while he was pouring his heart out in interviews, Meghan was allegedly behind closed doors, telling friends she felt emotionally exhausted, that life with Harry was starting to feel like a weight around her neck. And then there was that now infamous Beyoncé concert. Y'all remember that clip that went viral? It was supposed to be a romantic moment. Harry leans in, trying to be affectionate, and Meghan's body language just screams discomfort. Like, she hugs him and then immediately pulls back, her eyes darting around like she can't wait to escape. Social media didn't hold back. People zoomed in frame by frame, dissecting her every blink. But here's where it gets even messier. That same night, Meghan drops this perfect, polished Instagram dump full of dreamy couple photos, smiles, cuddles, golden lighting, like a straight-up Hallmark movie ad. Now, people are saying the whole thing was staged, a distraction, a cover-up. Royal watchers and even body language experts are calling BS. They're saying Meghan was overcompensating, trying to put up a front while secretly plotting her next move. And if that's true, that's cold. Calculated and absolutely devastating for Harry. But let's rewind, because if there's a villain in this story, it might not even be Meghan. According to sources, Harry's obsession with her may have been the real root of the problem. And honestly, when you look back, the signs were all there. He gave up his royal duties, cut ties with his brother, walked away from centuries of tradition just to build a life entirely wrapped around Meghan. Some called it romantic. Others called it desperate. Let's be real, that kind of tunnel vision might seem sweet at first, but over time, it gets intense, overwhelming. And reportedly, that's exactly how Meghan started to feel. Suffocated, trapped, drained. By the time those divorce rumors started circling, insiders say it was already too late. Meghan had allegedly made up her mind she was done. And when she finally told Harry, according to those close to him, he collapsed. Not physically, but emotionally. Sobbing, shaking, broken. He couldn't wrap his head around it. Couldn't believe that the woman he gave up everything for was leaving him. Meanwhile, what are the royals doing? Nothing. Radio silence. Apparently the palace is just sitting back and letting Harry drown. According to insiders, they believe this was always the inevitable outcome, that Meghan would neutralize Harry, and stepping in now would only drag them back into the chaos. It's cruel, but honestly, from a PR perspective, it's classic royal damage control. And here's the kicker. Meghan was dropping hints for months, but no one, especially not Harry, wanted to see them. Whispers in her inner circle claimed she was unhappy, that her identity was slowly getting erased in Harry's shadow, which is pretty wild when you think about it. Harry gave up his world to be in hers. And now she's saying that wasn't enough. Some friends say it's not about Meghan being heartless. It's just about two people with totally different visions of life. Harry wanted quiet, peace, a ride or die partner to heal with. Meghan wanted evolution, glamour, a comeback. She didn't want to slow down, and she sure didn't want to be emotionally responsible for a man still dealing with royal trauma. And let's not forget the Netflix drama. Their multi-million-dollar deal was supposed to be their fresh start, a new legacy. But while their docuseries racked up views, it also drew criticism. People said it was too curated, too much of a pity party. Meghan, who's always been image conscious, felt that sting hard. When her own show flopped, insiders say she blamed Harry, said his hesitation, his baggage, his refusal to fully embrace the Hollywood hustle dragged her down. She wanted red carpets, mobile-level fame to reclaim her power. But with Harry constantly seeking reassurance, she reportedly felt stuck, like she was living in a relationship that looked like love but felt like prison. And now, Hollywood's buzzing. The whispers say Meghan's been quietly reactivating her career contacts. Some say she's already in early talks for a memoir, a solo one, post-divorce, raw, emotional, the kind that lands 8-figure book deals. Love her or hate her, Meghan is marketable. She's a headline magnet, and her truth? That sells. Meanwhile, Harry is crumbling. Close friends say he's in shock, numb, isolated. The ones who stayed loyal after his royal fallout are watching helplessly, not sure how to help him. They've begged him to return to the UK to regroup, but he refuses. He's still clinging to LA, hoping Meghan will change her mind. That's what hurts the most. He still loves her. This isn't mutual. It's one-sided. Meghan's moved on, Harry hasn't. And as for the royal family, they're making their final moves. Behind palace walls, insiders claim Harry's name is already being scrapped from future events. No more state invites, no mention in coronation plans. Even Prince William, who once vowed to stand by his brother no matter what, hasn't reached out. And the public? Oh, they've turned harshly. Twitter is flooded with takes like, she used him, he gave up his whole life for nothing, still just the spare. Meghan's always had tough skin for that kind of heat. But Harry, he's a different story. Raised behind palace gates where image is survival and vulnerability is forbidden, he's breaking down in front of a world that doesn't care. And Meghan? She might just spin this into the ultimate redemption arc. Solo projects, speaking tours, a memoir, podcasts about reclaiming identity and surviving toxic relationships. She will bounce back. But Harry? No one's sure if he'll recover from this, because when the cameras stop rolling, when the headlines shift, all he'll have left is silence. So here we are. Meghan Markle is allegedly launching her reinvention tour, while Prince Harry is left standing in the ruins of the life he sacrificed everything to build. He's alone, heartbroken, and publicly humiliated. Insiders claim Meghan has already started taking solo meetings, reaching out to old Hollywood contacts, and quietly rebranding herself. This isn't a slow drift. It's a calculated move. She's not pitching herself as Meghan the Duchess anymore. She's reintroducing herself as Meghan the empowered, misunderstood single mom chasing her truth. And Harry, he didn't even see it coming. Sources say Meghan had already begun planning this soft exit months ago, well before he even realized the relationship was crumbling. While he was still doing interviews talking about their forever love, she was reportedly plotting her next chapter in silence. The fairy tale? Completely shattered. Remember when their royal exit had the world cheering? Harry was the rebel prince, Meghan the survivor, and together they were the brave couple exposing monarchy secrets. But now, the vibe has flipped. Netflix cut ties. Meghan's solo ventures are stalling. Folks' Sussex brand? Losing steam fast. Executives who once rolled out red carpets are allegedly pulling back. And Harry's name, it's no longer opening the same doors. Now with the alleged split looming, Meghan's set to be choosing her next empire, one built on cameras, deals, and solo branding, and this time without a husband by her side. Meanwhile, Harry is reportedly spiraling, isolating, ignoring invitations to return to the UK. Friends say he still wakes up hoping for a message from Meghan, just one text saying she regrets it. But there's been nothing. Meghan's focused on moving forward, Harry's frozen in the past, and it's not just a breakup, it's a legacy in ruins. Harry didn't just lose a wife, he lost his royal identity. His bond with Prince William is reportedly destroyed. Buckingham Palace has started erasing him. No mention in official plans, no invites to events, no public support. It's like he's being written out of royal history. And the public, even they're starting to turn. Comment sections are flooded with brutal takes. He gave her everything and she left. She used him. He'll never recover. It's harsh. And Harry, who was raised behind palace gates with media shields and strict PR control, isn't built for this kind of raw public chaos. Meghan, on the other hand, was raised in Hollywood. She knows how to pivot, how to protect the brand. Harry's just trying to survive emotionally. Some say he's considering a tell-all memoir, not to attack Meghan, but to reclaim his story. A final attempt to remind the world who he really is, outside the palace and outside Meghan's shadow. But the question remains, will anyone still care? The saddest part? Harry still loves her deeply. And maybe always will. But this story seems over. Meghan's writing her next act. Harry, he's still trapped in the old script. There's no formal statement, no public divorce, no big headline, just silence. That's how it ends in royal circles. Not with noise, but with erasure. The fairy tale is over, the palace gates are closed, and the prince? Still in love with the girl who's already moved on.